Talk to us about the lessons that you've learned in your over 30-year career.
The most important lesson is gratitude, because I started so young, and when you have success straight out of the gate, you kind of take it for granted that it's always going to be that way. So I had such an amazing career and team that I kind of took things for granted. So now I would say the gratitude is there, and just being grateful that I get to do this, that I get to sing.
So you stopped singing, and one of the reasons advanced was that you were trying to take time off to look after your daughter. Talk to us a little bit more about that.
Well, it wasn't so much only my daughter. I went through a very depressing state. I had, I was married at the time and went through a divorce. My mother was passing, and I felt like I was really good at achieving my goals. I knew that I wanted to be a singer from a young age and an entertainer, so I did this well. But I looked up and I found that, why am I divorcing, and why are these other things happening that I feel like I didn't have control over? And so I just stepped back. I didn't really say I'm going to stop singing, because I had my daughter, and of course I wanted to continue singing, but I mean, things just kind of, I felt like it would be better for me to step back and try to really just get a perspective on why, because sometimes you can lose the why am I singing, and the purpose, because it's on the job training when you have, like I said, success straight out of the gate, and no one really teaches you how to deal with all of these things at a young age, finances, and being a boss, hiring your friends, and just all these things that come at you. And so I just looked back, and I just wanted to just kind of take a little break to become a woman and a mother. And it kind of looked up, and I saw that the industry was changing and time had just went on, and I was like, okay, well, maybe they don't need me anymore. You start second guessing yourself, and like, well, I've done I've had my bit in the business, I've made my mark, and I kind of stepped away and wasn't singing. And it was crazy to really, when I say that now, because I love, especially the stage. It's like, it's my most comfortable thing, like, riding a bike or, brushing your hair, like that's what the stage is for me. So for me to leave that, and kind of crazy when I look back on it.
It's interesting that you left a career that was built on people around you building you up, to go to property selling, buying houses and flipping them, which is something that you have to do alone.
Yes, and I wanted it that way, because I felt like you were so right to pick that up. I felt like I hated that I had to ask other people, because, being a musician, as a songwriter, I would have to say, I want to go in the studio. I didn't have my own studio to where I could set it up myself, or, the band, when you want to perform. So I really felt like I wanted to take my power back. And this was something that I didn't have to ask permission. I can do it, as long as I wanted to do it. I loved it. It was creative. But I also found lately, I was like, I think I like taking things, even with people too. I like the underdog. I like taking something that isn't necessarily beautiful, but I can see its beauty, and I like grooming it into this beautiful thing. And so I found out that that's how I do with my friends and kind of everyone. So that's a kind of a part of my personality, and it was fun. We were, my daughter said the only prerequisite, Mom, is that, we're moving every 2 years. You have to stay in the same school district. So I would make these homes beautiful and then sell them, and the market was great and made a lot of money too.
Mm-hmm. When it comes to finances, and also empowering yourself and taking back your power, like you spoke about, how important is that for you to translate into your music? I know that one of your songs is anthemic for women finding their power and taking it back.
Woo! Man, I mean, it's so important, because even the Superwoman herself, we deal with this as women, because we play we wear so many hats as a woman, and I believe that it was important for me to feel like you don't have to be perfect doing it, being a mother, being a wife, having a career. You know what I mean? And sometimes we think that we have to do all these things perfect, but and so stepping back, I'm able to just see this journey that I was on and just evolving as a woman, and that is the beauty of becoming a superwoman, is that you don't know how to do it, you know what I mean? But you're on this journey, and you keep reaching, you keep growing, and that's what I want to say to the women out here, is that just start where you are. It's never too late to begin again, and especially with me coming back into this business after 18 years. And to me, it's like you have to be kind of crazy, have a little bit of touch of insanity, but you have to do it. And the thing is now is that it's the love. I do it, and it's when I hear, especially like South Africa, when the women have telling me the stories of what this music meant to them, and I was so young, I really didn't. It was my life, but not so much because I hadn't lived enough yet to really go through the things to be a superwoman. Now when I sing that song, or I'd rather be alone than being happy, I've lived it. You know what I mean? So to see that, that it's touched so many women and anthem all over the world, but especially South Africa, I always kind of break down over here because I love the empowerment, and I love the way the women just love on me here.
You've got songs that literally we play in South Africa almost every day or every Sunday. People are cooking to this, particularly listening to Metro FM. Generations are growing up on that music. So do you feel the pressure then to try and top that or work with that?
First of all, let me just say that is amazing itself, to be able to, like you said, have this generational, and I believe it because trust me, I've been here and I've seen the generations of women, and not even only just women, but especially women. I've seen them, and the movement that was started here. It's just I don't really feel the pressure because I feel like today's if we evolve and the music has changed and it's something that is timeless. That's why I can come over here, I believe, and the message is still, love yourself, love on each other's sisters, let's come together. And so this is just a timeless message, and I don't try to top it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a Stevie Wonder song, you know what I mean? It's like you're just grateful that you have, we call them evergreens because they're timeless. So I'm just grateful that I got a few of them in my catalog. Before, I used to try to top it when I was younger, but now I just...
You know who you are.
Yeah, I know who I am, and I'm not trying to, And thank God the younger generation in the States is keeping this music, Superwoman. You got, Fantasia, Tamar, all these amazing, Heather Headley, I can name them. They're teaching a whole nother generation about my music, so... I'm excited about that.
Talk to us about your show in South Africa and what people who are going to watch can expect from it.
Oh my God. Well, it's going to be incredible. It's this is the first time you guys were going to see me full on. I got, South African band. I have my dancers, choreography. So you're going to see the full, as they like to say in the States, I was Beyonce before Beyonce. And you guys know me for mainly my ballads, but you're going to get to see the full Karyn White experience. And I love, these are some of my favorite performers, James Brown, Tina Turner, Prince, Michael. So I'm very into entertaining. So you're going to definitely get, and the great thing is that it's really a show catered to South Africa, which I'm excited about. We took the month and we totally said, nope, it's got to be the songs that they want. Because I learned my lesson. I came here and I was like, you can't do, it's not with the States. You guys have other songs that you love. So this is all catered to, it's for you. So you're going to enjoy it, and we're going to have a good time. The fun part about me is that there's such an energy that I get here that it's like nowhere in the world. So you guys get the best of me because when I leave that stage, I left it. It's like, what happened? I have an out-of-body experience, so really. And if you guys have come to my show in Johannesburg, you probably know that. So it's like, I'm just really excited to be back, and I want to love on you guys and show you a great time.
Thanks so much for your
On to some international news.